welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I heard is seeing how it plays out. Oh no, make me nervous and make me nervous. Okay, let's just finish getting. Ooh, this card flew out. You're entering into a cycle. Let's see what type of cycle. Ooh, I heard cyclone. That don't sound good. I heard cyclone. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. All right, so 3 cards came out. Let me just shuffle this deck. All right. We're going to see how this plays out, right? We're going to see what type of goodness is headed your way. I want to kind of just program this, or I want to have a conscious expectation that I want to have an expectation that I'm consciously developing, right? An expectation that this is going to be something super duper good and amazing and all of that. All of that. All of that. All right. It's getting real hot. Like, what's going on here? Wait. I said, like, what? So I'm shuffling. Okay. I want to know what's at the bottom of the net. Oh, heat. Okay. Oh, what's going on? Are you trying to seduce an angelic? Oh my God. Stop. Nephilim much? What the heck? What the hell? Oh my God. Hold on. Oh my God. You guys. Jesus loves us. Oh, maybe he don't. Jesus loves us. Maybe he don't. Hold on. Okay, y'all. I'm not losing control of this live stream. I am not losing control of this live stream. Let me put my glasses back on just so that I can. Okay. All right. I think we need to turn the fan on higher. We need intensity. Okay. All right. Whoo. Ha. Shark bait. Hoo ha ha. Okay. Let's get started. I'm still keeping hope alive. Ha ha ha. Staying alive. Staying alive. All right. Let's do this. Let's for real do this. All right. So you're entering into a cycle, right? Not sure what the cycle is, but the past, present, future, the mother, the maiden, and the crone. Like so many different cycles, so many different layers and levels that are being tapped into, right? Against the grain. So this is kind of telling me that maybe 2 meanings, and you're going to have to discern which meaning applies to you. Maybe one of the meanings has to do with you not wanting to go against the grain, not wanting to rub people the wrong way. And that's causing you to compromise whatever it is you're needing to decide for yourself. That's one interpretation of this. The second interpretation of this is that you shouldn't. For some of you, you absolutely should not like try and do some, I don't know, some badass stuff right now. Like now's not the time. Now is not the time to play courageous when you don't have actual courage. So I don't know, those are kind of like opposing meanings for this card. So I don't know. What's it supposed to mean for you? Mm, it's kind of leaning more towards the first interpretation that I had, where it's like your intuition is telling you what you need to do, but I like big butts and again, not lie. You other brother can't deny. Who doesn't though? Okay. Show of hands. Who does not like big butts? We all do, don't we? It's just more cushion for when you sit down. For when you sit down. I'm just saying. I mean, it doesn't have to be huge. I'm just saying. You like what you like. So that brings me back to this card. It's like you like what you like, but I don't know, maybe the environment that you're in is not giving you permission, right? Maybe it's almost like you are seeking permission, or you feel like you need to have permission to make a decision for yourself. What type of environment does that? That's not okay. I'm huge on that. I'm huge on people deciding things for themselves. Like, you have to decide things for yourself. That's the bottom line. You have to decide things for yourself. Okay. Now, you're not following your own rhythm. That's why I'm feeling like this card is tying in more with it's tying in more with the first interpretation of you're feeling very obligated to stand solidified with someone. Maybe it's your partner. Um, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's family. I don't know. But it's almost like, I mean, but this has to do with your life. So it doesn't make sense. So is it someone trying to dictate to you, or is it okay, what the fuck's going on? What's going on with my community? What are y'all experiencing right now? Someone is getting a larger say in your life than you? Where the fuck's my paddle? I need to paddle your asses if you guys are letting people walk all over you like this. Oh hell the fuck no. Tell me you're joking. This is like ha ha he he. We're joking. Now the reading's really going to start, right? Right? Okay, these are jokes. They better be a joke. They better be a joke. You need to take control of your life. Okay. You need to take control of your life. You need to um do whatever it is you need to do. Okay. You need to do what you know you need to do. You need to make decisions for yourself. You need to allow yourself to experience the newness of maybe thinking for yourself. Okay. Not everyone has had the opportunity to think for themselves their entire life. For a lot of people, when they start watching my videos at first, um, they're not given the opportunity to think for themselves. No, there's people, sometimes it's a parent, sometimes it's some other type of relative, sometimes it's a friend. Very common, it's a partner, like a romantic partner. And it's this thing of You don't even realize how much you're being dominated by another person until you have all my words and my mouth up in your ear. Like, no, don't let people do that to you. Okay. So, you know, if this is something that you're going through, you don't necessarily have to feel bad or ashamed. You just have to be aware of what this is and how much you've been giving passive permission to. Okay? It's not about shaming you or making you feel bad. This is about recognition that you're being intuitively guided right now. You are being intuitively guided. Let me give you a little bit of an example. Back in like what, 2008, 2009, I don't know, somewhere around there. The economy basically crashed. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people were upside down in their mortgages because of the um adjustable rate loans that let's not get into that. And that was just a really bad time. There was so much uncertainty for so many households. And it's like everyone pretty much that was in my life at that time was totally like, "What are you doing? What do you mean you're gonna buy a house? Like, that's the dumbest thing you can do right now. Don't do that." And I'm like, "Well, Soul told me to buy a house." I didn't put it in those terms. I was like, "No, I think it's time for us to buy a house." And so we did, and everyone thought we were stupid. Why? Why? Well, because everyone said it was stupid, and no one gave me permission to do that. And I was like, "I don't give a shit. You're not paying my rent. You're not paying the mortgage." The mortgage, right? You're not paying none of my stuff. So you don't get a say. And so we did it. We ended up purchasing a home, and then it became this thing of like, we purchased a very simple home, right? Enough bedrooms for our kids and maybe to have a couple more, quite a few more. And yeah, no, it was a simple single family home. That's our starter home. It was well within the budget that we had set. We didn't use the entire loan amount that we were pre-qualified to use. No, we were well beneath that. And again, people didn't give me permission. They're like, "Stop being cheap. This is your house. You're going to own this. Get something bigger, more fancy." For what? I don't have parties. I don't host gatherings. I stay at home with my little children doing homeschooling stuff. We're always all piled up together. What do I need all that for? I don't need to spend more. I want to spend less. And no one gave me permission for that. I did it anyways. Bought the home for 50% off of what it was last sold for when it was built. Brand new neighborhood. Brand new neighborhood. Beautiful neighborhood. And then a few years later, husband's tech contract ended. He suggested, "Hey, how about we look out of state? Let's go look at other states." I was like, "Okay. Yeah. You serious? You want to leave California? We don't have family anywhere else." Your family and my family is in California. No one's going to give us permission. But hey, no one babysits for us. We never ask favors from anyone. No one comes to visit us. No one babysits for us. None of that. Right? So when the neighbor said, "Hey, our houses have doubled in value," you're like, "What? Okay, let's look at other states." And again, no one gave us permission for that. And then when we told everyone we're selling, "You're stupid. Why are you selling now? It's about to skyrocket in value." I'm not a greedy person. It's already doubled in value from when I purchased. We don't have a second mortgage. Like, what else do we need? They're very simple people. They didn't give us permission to sell. I have a relative who's a realtor. We didn't use them to sell. That's how against the idea everyone we knew was. Why are you going to leave California? How are we going to see you? Motherfuckers, you don't come to my house anyways. I'm only 30, 40 minutes from you. You don't come visit. You don't even fucking text me. What do you mean? How am I going to come visit? Shut the fuck up. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? You mean how am I going to babysit for you? And do you favors and fix your fucking life when you message me at what time in the morning to come do shit for you. That's what you mean, right? No one gave me permission. So we did what we did. We left when we left. We've lived how we've lived. And the freedom of it all. The freedom of it all. Being unattached to the expectations of others, right? Allowing ourselves to flow through life, to have a flow with what soul is asking me to do, telling me to do. I can't ask for anything more in life. I was working out at the gym earlier, and again, I live a simple life. There's nothing extravagant or fancy. I drive a used, I don't even drive. We have a used car, right? I don't even own a car. My husband does. We have everything we need. We have a quiet, peaceful life, removed from any type of BS, living in such a way where we don't need permission from anyone else. Because we don't. We don't hurt nobody. We don't swerve out of our lane. We simply just live and love each other. That's it. But could you imagine? No, let me digress. Earlier, I was at the gym and I didn't want to work out. And so I began thinking about life. Nothing bad, nothing heavy, just coming to a point of reminding myself, years ago, I dreamed of this life. This was my dream life years ago. Dream life in that we own our own company, we work from home, we're always 24/7 accessible to our children, right? Our kids love each other. They rarely ever argue and they never fight, right? Have a beautiful connection with my husband. More and more, he becomes my most favorite person in my entire life. Love spending all day with him. He loves spending all day with me. It's not a codependency. We enjoy each other. I mean, what more can I want in life? We always have enough to pay whatever bills need to be paid. We always have groceries. And my kids' snacks are so fucking expensive. It's ridiculous. I'm serious. Like $5 for a bag of chips. What? What? But you can't eat any other chips. So, okay. Put the $5 bag of chips in the cart. Oh, you want to put 7 bags of chips in the cart for your snacks for the next 3. Okay. You go ahead. Go ahead. But here's the thing, even their junk food is healthy. How can I complain about that? This is a dream life that I'm living right now. This was my dream years ago. One day, right? I would not be living my dream life had I listened to anyone outside of myself, my husband, and my children. There was even recently this instruction from soul where it's like, are you serious? Soul, are you serious? I don't want to, but I trust you. I'll do what you say. Spoke to my husband. He's in agreement. That's all I need. Spoke to our children. They're willing. That's all I need. And because I followed that, we're even happier today than we were last month. Like so much happier. And had I announced this to other people, they would have been like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? Because it's my life. You see, I'm not even going to share information with others that I know is going to question why I'm listening to the guidance of my soul. I mean, nah, I don't have to keep it a secret. But when I'm in the process of manifesting what my soul is asking me to manifest, I'm going to do the damn thing. And then maybe later on when I'm nice and settled in this next aspect of my life, maybe I'll let you know. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm not going to let anyone else interrupt what it is I'm trying to build for myself, right? So why do you do that? And if you don't know why, let me give you a hint. It's because you're afraid to take accountability for your decisions. For those that always need to ask someone else, have someone else tell you what you need to do, what is the right thing to do. Well, you're afraid that what if you pick the wrong thing and everything gets messed up and then that's going to all be on you. Well, even when someone else tells you to do it, it's still on you. At the end of the day, you're the only one that will ever be forced, have no option but to live through the consequences of your decisions. Just start making decisions for yourself. It's hard, it's challenging, but just go ahead. Someone's asking if I've been beat up. Okay, so cupping, I haven't been beat up, okay? This is not a black eye. I only have eyebrows on and some lip balm. This is called a recovering eye infection. It's discolored because I tried to do peasantry. Oh my God. This is why I don't fucking wash dishes. I'll do everything else but that. So I was putting a cup into the sink and it slipped out of my hand and it kind of like very lightly splashed. And one little motherfucking infinitesimal drop right here, right where my lash, the tip would touch. And so now this fucking bitch got infected. You know what I mean? That's like soul saying, are you an empress or what? Because we don't do dishes. Right? As just one of those things. I need to learn that. Royal motherfuckers don't wash dishes. We can sweep floors. We can clean bathrooms. We can pick up doggy poo poo. Okay. We can do laundry. We can run errands. We don't do dishes, not even with goggles on. Serious. Okay. Thank you for your concern. But to be honest, the person thinking that, I don't think you were concerned. I think you were like looking for a way to poke holes through my dream life. No, my husband never gets aggressive with me, not even verbally, because he actually respects me. Yeah. So, unfortunately, there are no holes to poke. None. It's not a fabricated story. My life is the reality of what happens when you actually begin to live. when you actually begin to allow yourself to be fully present in your life, you know? Yeah, not even verbally. Not even verbally. He never has he ever called me a bitch in the 20 something years I don't think he ever has. Like the worst thing he's ever done is call me by my legal name. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? What did I do? He said my legal name. Do you not love me anymore? What the fuck? What just happened? What did I do? I'm sorry. Yeah, no, like, ew. What? What the fuck came out your mouth? I'm serious. I'm serious. Yeah, no, he not even the full legal name because I have like, I don't know, 7 or 8 legal names. Not variations. I'm talking about separate names. Like we were conquered by the Spaniards. It's part of my culture to have like, I don't know, 20 fucking names. Because forget about, when you're in kindergarten learning how to spell your name. No one gives a shit about that, right? Yeah, no, he used one legal name. I was like, oh, why? Why? I hurt my feelings so bad. Oh my God. I was so hurt. Visions of life beyond death. I think what's happening right now is the old you is dying. It's going away, right? It's going away. You're being asked to allow it to go. Um, you're being asked to initiate a cycle that's very new to you, one where you are very, very free in your manifestations, very, very free in the way you allow yourself to consciously create the life that you want for yourself, right? To really consciously create that. There are patterns that you're needing to pay attention to now, seeing how it plays out. What is a pattern that you usually experience? Because, I mean, really, you look very forlorn. You look very, very forlorn. Okay. Who is this channeling? Marlene says, you know who it's channeling. Actually, I don't, because I stay in my own lane and mind my own business. Hold up. I'm going to show you a visual. One second. Un momento, por favor. Un momento. Yeah, no, let me go ahead and here, I'm gonna show you. Give you a visual, okay? Mm-hmm. Let me just, yeah, hold on. You guys need to see this, right? Okay. This is me drinking my water, minding my own business, staying in my own damn lane. Okay. I'm gonna stay in my own lane, mind my own business. I don't know who she's talking about, but I think you know who this is about. There is someone who makes you feel some type of way. It feels like there's a lot of love there, right? It feels like whoever this is to you, um, the ways in which they try and dominate you just really look. I think that's coming to an end. I don't even think it's an enjoyable type of domination. Whatever your kink is, it's not a kink. I don't think this has to do with kinks, okay? Yeah, no, it's like they hurt your feelings. I want to clarify. I don't think they mean to, like for the most part. I don't get the sense that they mean to hurt your feelings, but I think you're getting to a point where you're kind of tired of being told what to do, what to think, how to live, where to be. You know what I'm saying? That's so exhausting. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that. I'm like so averse to that like if we're in the grocery store or some store and my husband says he's like gonna, you know, Or I tell him, "Oh, I'm gonna go over to, I don't know, the cleaning aisle." And he'll be like, "Okay, I'll call you." And I'm not gonna check if my phone has its ringer on. And because I'm in sessions pretty much all day, pretty much every day, or in a live stream, my ringer is typically off. And then maybe like 40 minutes later, I feel this massive energy and I look up, whatever aisle I'm in, I look up and straight ahead of me and I see my exasperated husband holding his phone like this, exasperated with me, like I'm calling you. Did you think I'd run away? I don't drive. You're my driver. Where the fuck did you think I would go? This adds spice to our relationship. Look for me, baby boo. It's like a game of peekaboo. Hide and seek. Find the treasure. I feel like it adds spice. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it adds spice that he can't find me. He can't call me. And even if he paged me over the overhead, I don't respond to my name. I don't. Everything is white noise to me these days. I don't respond to anything. I'm just minding my own goddamn business, being a consumer, shopping for cleaning things. You know what I'm saying? Because I stay in my lane. I stay in my lane. So, and I don't like people telling me what to do. I don't like answering to people. I just don't. I don't like answering to people. We can have conversation, but if you think you're going to force a conversation where I'm made to feel like I have to answer to you, that's cute. Uh, this is me not even wishing a motherfucker would, just not caring enough to even wish anything on that. Just like, oh, that's cute. I got things to do. I'll talk to you later. And just, yeah, no, no. Are you going to go out? Go ahead. Why are you asking me? You're a grown ass person. Are you asking me for permission or you're letting me know? Real conversation. Real conversation. Right? I believe so wholeheartedly in autonomy and freedom. That's a real excerpt from a conversation. And that's real. Can I go to can you can you? What the fuck you asking me for? You a grown ass man. It's nice that you let me know your plans. But I know you ain't asking me for permission. You a grown ass man. Right? Are you grown? Do the people in your see? He's laughing. I want to tell him not to do something. This motherfucker do it right away. He do it right away. That's the first thing he gonna do is whatever I said. Don't do that. Ask him about his AirPods. Ask him about his AirPods. What I tell you? I told him, and I will use my exact words. I will use my exact words and my exact tone. Get that fucking shit out of your ears. What the fuck did I tell you? Stop leaving that shit in your ears. You're not allowed to get brain cancer. Motherfucker, if I have to live long, you're living long too. Ask him if I'm lying or exaggerating. Motherfucker, if I gotta live long, you gotta live long too. Take that shit out of your ears. I ain't joking. You don't get to have brain cancer, sir. This shit's radiating your brain. It's radiating your brain. Right? See? Look. He says, she ain't lying. Okay? That's the only time I tell him what to do. Because, like I said, You don't get to have terminal diseases when I'm your wife. Because you don't. Everything else, whatever you want to do. I don't care. Even if I don't want you to do it, it's like, I guess. That's the face. You know what I'm saying? People are grown. Let yourself decide things for yourself. Okay. You letting someone else have so much say over your life is creating so much imbalance within you. It's like you're fractionating yourself for what? For what? Why? For the sake of unity that doesn't exist? Someone's ownership of you is not unity. When someone owns you and dictates to you, that's not unity, that's not love. That's a codependency. Those type of relationships, platonic, romantic, those are very unhealthy. Very, very, very unhealthy, right? Oh, Void Walker. Your wife is a wonderful lady and says good things about you all the time. He knows I talk shit. He knows. He knows. He knows that. You know why he knows that? Because I've been married to a Gemini shit talker for, 24 years at this point. And a lot of that's rubbed off. So, um if he doesn't like that I talk shit, he's going to have to stop talking shit so that I will stop talking shit too. Because I'm really good at talking shit and he encourages that. No, my husband's awesome. Yeah, no, I do it. Please, y'all. I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, Fred, blah blah blah, blah," and then look up and he's in there like. So, anyways, I'd be like, yeah, no, that motherfucker right there. That's what I'm talking about, girl. Look at his face. Look at his face right now, honey. Come here, honey. I'm telling them about blah blah blah, and be like, yeah, I did it. Yeah, yeah. No, he lives however he wants to live, except yeah, not the earbuds. That no, that has to stop. So there's a heat, right? There's a fire that's happening. Your life is being set on fire. It's being set on fire right now. You can either see it as being baptized through the flames, or you can see it as God burning everything in your life. I don't know. If you don't like it, write a grievance to God. 1-800 call Jesus. What do you want me to do about it? There's nothing I can do about it. I tell you guys these things. If you want to listen, you listen, right? If you want to apply it to your life, you apply it to your life. If you don't, you don't. You're the one that's going to live through it. That's literally my logic. You're the one that's going to live through it. And decide what you want. Whatever resonates with you, then do something with it. If it doesn't, then don't do something with it. I'm literally so non-committal. No, no, no. I need to clarify this because my husband's gonna have a full-on fucking meltdown. I'm non-committal to everything except my husband and my children. Yeah, I'm saying? Is this an incinerating, quick, destructive fire, or is it a lingering, smoldering, gonna take a while type fire? Ooh, this right here, intelligence. I want to bet some dollares, that you are Aquarian. This is absolutely Aquarius logic right here. Yes. Yes. This is Aquarius logic right here. And that's why. That's why. You amazing. You amazing. So, okay. Those are your options. Do you want a quick destructive fire? Like we talking blue lasers? No, that's not fucking funny. I can't turn that into a joke. That's not funny. For those of you who are running the blue lasers, y'all are fucking rude. Fucking rude. I mean every word I'm saying. Mm, y'all are assholes. How dare you? So are you talking blue laser type destruction. Or I'm in a badass mood now after that. Or are you talking like embers? You just, you're just gonna let it percolate a little bit. You're just gonna let it just keep simmering, right? Simmering. I know, Village Baby. It was funny in my head, and then I remembered what happened, not just to Maui, but to multiple locations across the world. That shit's not funny. That quickly became not funny. Um, I don't know. I think you need to make a decision. I think you definitely need to make a decision about how long you want this destructive cycle to last in your life. Um, if you don't know how to decide things for yourself, I'll go check it out. Click on that QR code. Click on that QR code, and we can have a private ClairTarot reading. I will be the megaphone for your soul. Absolutely. I'll tell you exactly what your soul wants you to know. I will tell you everything, baby boo. I will tell you everything. Everything. But, if you're not willing to see yet, well, then, I don't know. I don't know. Pick something. Rochambeau it. Rochambeau it. Right? Rochambeau. Rochambeau. Cut it all out. Cut it out. Cut what out? The bullshit. The bullshit. Cut it out. This is not a cycle you're going to cleanse from yourself. Mm-mm. This is going to go full all the way. So you're either going to let it be contained, let soul decide how much fire, the length, the duration of the burn. I think soul is a fabulous chef. Fabulous chef, right? And I think what's going to end up happening is if you allow soul to guide you, you'll know the temperature to use. You will know how long. And you will definitely not have anything spill over, right? It'll be very contained, very precise, like military precision, right? Surgical precision. But if not, you're going to become very ungrounded. You're going to become very destabilized in the process. For me, like I go through these cycles because sometimes I don't want to listen. It's not just y'all. I also oftentimes don't want to listen to soul. I oftentimes don't want to do what I'm told, right? It's that oppositional defiance, whatever. I go through periods of that. And it kind of becomes a thing of when I do that, I know that I'm going to go through a cycle of absolute and utter destruction. And so when I select that, I no longer berate myself for selecting that. Instead, because I often do it unknowingly, right? That's what happens when you play with soul too much. Which I do. I do. And so what I end up doing is shifting my perception. I'm not going through a cycle of destruction. I'm going through a cycle of deconstruction where the parts of me that resist this next gift that soul is about to leave for me, uh, those are the parts that are going to be deconstructed. Those don't fit through the door. It prevents the package from being fully delivered. And so it needs to be deconstructed by soul in a very controlled manner. I won't be able to control that. Soul is controlling that. And as long as I allow myself to remain at the very least in alignment, I might not be in agreement, I might not be in full submission, but I am in alignment. The process will happen, it will work itself through, and then it will be done. But if I'm out of alignment, it doesn't care if I'm in full submission. Like, that's not going to matter. Soul does not care if you're in full submission, if you are out of alignment and refusing to realign yourself. It's not going to matter. It's like um trying to go straight on a curved road. You're going to keep hitting the shoulder. You're going to keep hitting the shoulder. You're not going to be able to just go wherever the heck you want. Soul is still fully in control. So if you are in alignment, you can then enter into a space of creation, creativity. Um, I'm being told that I'm not sure why. Sometimes a controlled burn is often necessary in order to increase the vitality, in order to return the nutrients back into the soil. So the roots of you might be depleted. You might be depleted, and that might be why you're experiencing so much energetic imbalance, energetic depletion. That might be why you're becoming so susceptible to certain types of things that maybe you shouldn't be allowing. So yeah, it will also lead to you being upside down in your foundation and not having idea where your true home is. um Ooh. Oh, the complication of this is maybe a lot of these different things that are happening is going to lead with it's going to lead you to a space of conflict where you won't have, a home. It might affect your connection, your relationship, or it might even be literal where it's like you're not going to be staying in the same home because there's going to be like a full severing. Mm. There's a private message that Marlene just communicated to me. And Michael goes, "Hmm." In agreement. And so hearing the two of them for that private message that I'm not going to repeat publicly, my only appropriate reaction is, I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would. Ooh, time is running out. Ooh. That's a notification I just got. Time is running out. I receive that. I don't receive that for myself. I receive that as confirmation for the personal message that Marlene and Michael just gave me regarding a circumstance. Um, mm, okay. Guardian. So I'm wondering, um, are these messages coming from your guardian? Is that why you are here watching this now? Is this a message that you personally needed to hear? I don't know. Um, I mean, I hesitate to even claim to be a guardian of you in your life. I'm just a regular person, pulling cards and allowing the cards to kind of guide my intuition, right? I don't know if these apply to you, but if you're resonating with it deeply and it's like I'm talking about your personal circumstance, it probably applies to you. I'm probably speaking directly to you. There's a good possibility of that your soul is really trying to go out of its way to deliver you from the potentiality of experiencing a very unnecessary, extreme hardship. And, sometimes when you're given this type of information in advance, um, it's like what can possibly happen is it triggers your cognitive dissonance, right? Like you don't want to hear it because then it threatens the outcome that you were committing yourself to, this outcome that you were like, no, but that's not the story that I wrote for myself. Well, um, I don't know what's happening in your life. Like I said, I try and stay in my own lane. I'm simply just giving messages as the cards are shown to me, right? So you need to really begin deciding, does any of this apply to you? It doesn't have to be all or nothing. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. You allow yourself to recognize which parts are actually messages for you and which parts are just spaces between the messages soul is trying to give you. Okay. The lack of dedication to your process. uh, it's this thing for some of you, you're being very much distracted by something. Um, okay. Um, uh, Okay, so my hesitation is that I'm being made aware of something for a specific individual. Um, I just had a really potent life reminder of the importance of staying in my own lane. I mean, I didn't do anything necessarily bad. I didn't do anything malignant, but it has to do with me needing to remember unsolicited information is unsolicited information. That is interference. It's not like, oh, you don't want to listen to me? Okay, fine, fuck you. No, it's not that. It's more like, whoa, soul. Is this a test? I don't want to fail it. I don't want to fail it. I don't want to fail it. Are you testing to see if I'm willing to allow certain things to like pull me back into old spaces that I used to occupy where I was inadvertently interfering with other people's learning by like trying to save them from situations? Michael says, what do you plan to do with the information? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. I don't want to fucking be in trouble. I want to learn what I need to learn and move forward from that. I don't want to I don't want none of that. I don't want my life and my trajectory disrupted just because I don't know how to stay in my lane. Oh my God. Um, Damn, this is a test. Hello? West Side, what's up? I'm live right now. For real, it's almost 2. A taser cane? That sounds highly naughty. Who are you gonna tase? Depends. Who are you gonna tase? Toxic people? Toxic city? Yeah, bye. See what I'm saying? Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. Message received. I'm not involving myself in none of that shit. Nope. Nope. I will not participate. I will not participate. You will not ship that here. you you will not ship that here. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. No. Normally I'd be like, yeah, no, sure, fine. Yeah, a taser cane. Y'all could probably guess who just called me. Don't even put it in the comments. There's tests. Tests are happening. And it's trying to see, are you volunteering to be placed upside down again? So my brother has this emotional support dog, right? Actually, it's more of a service dog. And like his name is Boba. And he's a Borbal. He's fucking huge. Right. So when he was a puppy, which he was already huge, he was already like 100 pounds as a puppy. And so I had gotten my brother glasses, like glasses, not shades, but glasses. And he picked expensive frames. And I'm just like, you bougie ass. Fine. I'll get that for you. And so he needed like glasses to see. So he gets home and his glasses are in the glass case, a hard glass case inside a shopping bag, which the shopping bag is in another bag. And Boba wanted some attention. And this was when my brother was still super sick. And so he was too tired to give Boba attention. He just got home from a trip. So you know what Boba did? Uh, Boba was on some fuck shit that day because he went into a shopping bag and got out the grocery bag that was in the shopping bag. And then he went into the grocery bag and found the eyeglass case and took out the glasses that smelled like his papa, his human papa. And then he chewed the shit out of it within a few minutes, at which point my brother was livid. And he was like, world upside down. I'm going to put your world upside down. He can't do shit. He was dying of heart failure. He was too tired to do anything. But you best believe Bobo was scared. So it became like an ongoing joke / threat when Bobo would be up to some fuck shit again because he was a puppy. All of us human adults, his aunties and uncles, would be like, world upside down. And he would know, I'm about to be in trouble, right? You want your world upside down? You want world upside down? You want world upside down? You want soul to world upside down your ass? Because boo, that's not going to be fun. I can't stop you from selecting that option. Okay. He was so mad, Queen of Hearts. He was so mad. His dog be hella big. Like big. Have y'all ever seen a Borbal? It's a African Mastiff. It's a fucking Mastiff, okay? That's his service dog. Fucking Boba. That's what happens when your name is Balls. Anyways, so you don't want world upside down? Ooh, see, look, the card beside it. If you don't follow your own rhythm and allow for the change, your world definitely gonna go upside down. Again, I can't stop you from doing that. I can't stop you from selecting that. It's up to you. Completely respect whatever you decide. I'm just in a frame of mind at this point where I know this is a period of tests, very nuanced tests to see how much you've learned about your life, about the trajectory of it. Like you're going to involve yourself. Are you going to allow specific situations, specific environments, specific people to be the ones who get you to revert back into this space of doing things that you really shouldn't be doing? And that's why yesterday I was like, lesson learned. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not going to do none of that. I'm not going to try and further explain anything. As soon as I realized I was doing some stupid ass shit again, where it's like, I should not be saying this. I should not be interfering. I was like, oh, you know what? Let me stop. Let me stop. Um, let me stop. Literally, let me stop. Let me recalibrate myself. Let me go ahead and just be quiet for the next, few days. Has nothing to do with anyone else. No other process except the fact that, ooh, damn, I almost failed a test. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, I'm so glad I realized that as soon as I did. If you can realize it and double down on making sure you don't re-enter into certain cycles, if you do it soon enough, you won't initiate that cycle. It'll be like, oop, missed me with your bullshit. Which is what I felt. I felt like I missed the bullshit for a second. Like, I dodged it. Like, okay, I'm good. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna behave myself. I'm gonna let everything unfold naturally, organically, no interference, no, none of that. Okay. When you begin to get a sense of things serving as a test for something that you learned maybe a while ago, maybe more recently, you're not imagining that your soul is already letting you know. It's like when you're taking a class and the teacher is kind of hinting that you're going to have a pop quiz tomorrow. They're not going to flat out say, like, hey, we're having a pop quiz tomorrow. No, they're going to be like, ooh, if I were you, I would read this part, refresh that in my memory. Okay, well, if you're telling me that, that means you're going to quiz my ass tomorrow or the next day or what. I'm going to have that shit refreshed today. Today. I'm going to have that refreshed today, right? Let your soul's hints of when you're going to be receiving a test be fully acknowledged and received as a show of compassion and mercy for you. You're not imagining these things. Look. Soul is like already whispering it to you. Heidi ho. That's what soul is saying. Heidi ho. You're about to have a test tomorrow. You're not going to be the one to initiate it. I promise you that. Soul is the one initiating these things because soul knows when you are kind of like being prepared to reach the next level of awareness. Now, again, it's a repeating theme. You have imbalance. Um, could be for several reasons. Ooh, Marlene's coming out with some bangers today. Another banger. Okay. So Marlene is like, what if it's there? What if there is an imbalance because they refuse to stand on their own 2 feet? Bada bing, bada boom. Ooh. Mm. Damn. You've been hanging around me a lot. I love it. um, oh. She says I've changed her perception about so many different things in the time that she's been a nuisance. Those are her words, not mine. But I do heartily agree. I heartily agree. Sometimes you're a nuisance. Not all the time. Not all the time. Often though. Often. Yes. But really though, seriously, are you not willing to stand on your own 2 feet? Is it a fear of, like, what is it a fear of? I can't even think of any examples. Um, I don't think it's a fear of failure. I think the people in our community, Marlene says, are they afraid to fail? I don't think so. I think the people in our community have experienced so many layers and levels of perceived failure, meaning you're taking these instances where soul is redirecting you and bringing you back onto your path as a failure. It's not even a failure, it's a redirection. It's not a failure. So I don't think it's a fear of failure. I think it's a fear of success. Because many of us are so similar. We're all like just so similar. We're in similar places of consideration. We're considering certain things in our life, certain ethos, and certain modifications to that logic that we currently have. So I think it's more of a fear of success, like but what happens if it works? What the fuck you mean? What happens if it works? Then you keep doing more of what you're doing because it works. You know what I mean? Is that like a question of will you be punished if it works? But if it works, I mean, I get the fear. I sometimes have that. Hmm. Hmm. Are you still in a child's mindset, where you're playing this mental and emotional game of lava? You guys ever play that as a kid? That was the fastest way to get my grandma riled the F up in the worst way possible. My maternal grandma, oh my God, that was the worst thing she could catch you doing. Jumping all up on her furniture that's covered in plastic. And she knows what you're doing because she hears a of your little ass feet on her plastic covered furniture. She'd beat your ass if she catch you. She'd beat your ass if she catch you. Um, is that what it is though? Are you like, you don't know what the lava game is? Okay. So it's when you pretend the floor, like in the entire floor, is hot lava. And so you can't touch the floor. And that's why you have to jump from couch to couch to chair to table to whatever else is in the room, right? So all of the furniture in the room are these moving islands of land that keep you safe from being burned up by the lava. Is that what it is? And it creates so much tangible fear in children because it'd be real AF, right? It'd be real AF. Real AF in our minds. Yeah. I remember I was like young, maybe like 4 or 5 years old. And one of my aunts, because they lived with my grandma, um, she saw me and my cousins playing lava. And my aunt said, "You better stop." She was so mad. She was like telling us she was going to spank us. And in my head, I'm like, but we're not even your children. Like, we're not your children to be disciplining. And I didn't say that though, because I knew she'd slap me. I knew she would. But she was like, "You better stop jumping on that furniture." And I just kind of looked at her like, right, as a little kid. And and she goes, "I'm talking to all of you." Why she looks at me in the eyes. And I was like, "I won't hurt myself. I won't get hurt." But of course, I'm speaking in a different language because English is not my first language, right? I was like, "Kaya ko." I was like, "I can do it." And she goes, "I don't care about you." Oh, my aunt was a savage, fucking savage. She goes, "I don't care about you getting hurt." She says, "You're gonna break my furniture." I was like, "Oh, that's how it is." Oh, oh, okay. I thought you were worried that I would like fall and hurt myself. She said, "I don't care about you. Um, game recognized game. I don't care about you either." I was one hell of a kid. One hell of a kid. I'm telling you, the shit that come out my mouth. I didn't say bad words as a kid, but let me tell you, it's like arguing with a full on fucking adult. It cracked me up. I gotta show you. I gotta show you. Look, 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 look. Oh God, where is it? Oh no, that's not it. It's this one. It's this folder. Imagine. Just imagine. Just imagine this. I was like, I got this. Because I was like this age. I got this. And she goes, I don't care about you. Oh my God. Uh, it's some funny ass shit. Your emotions are all over the place right now. Emotions are upside down. You don't know how to feel about this information you're receiving. Why? Well, because you're not listening to the messages of your soul. And when I'm reiterating the very messages that your soul is giving you, you're like, wait, oh my God, but I was already thinking this. No, you weren't thinking this. You were being told this by soul, thinking it was you, and you're ignoring yourself. And that's why soul said, oh, you need to watch her today. You need to watch her today. You need to click on this today and hear this because I'm sick of your shit. I'm sick of your shit. You need to listen, right? Why don't we listen to soul? Because again, our fear causes us to feel as though we are less. Be fearless, right? No. Make sure your fear is less than your courage. Allow your courage to exist in excessive amounts so that even if you feel fear, you can do what needs to be done for yourself within your journey. Walk your truth in reverse. You're not walking your truth. You're allowing someone else's expectations of you to drag you down a path that you don't belong on. Seeing how it plays out. One of my most highly developed abilities is a very pronounced awareness of how things will most likely play out based on the causations you choose for the effects that you will experience. That's one of my most highly developed. That's why I am able to navigate through very difficult circumstance in a very intentional, efficient, and effective way. Yeah. So, what am I seeing right now? Well, based on what these cards look like, let me show you. If you don't listen to soul, soul is about to suplex your ass. You see that? You see that? You're about to get tossed by soul. What do you mean tossed? Look, there you are flying through the air. Ooh, tossed by soul. I'm not even joking. I'm not joking. I'm being very serious. For the people that this reading is applying to, and most likely the people who are like, there's no way this is about me. Despite the fact that you're getting all tingly and resonating with everything I'm saying, like I'm talking directly. Sure, it's not about you. You're about to get tossed by soul. Not even dragged, but full on catapulted. Catapulted. Trebuchet. Mm-hmm. That's on you. That's your decision. I'm telling you, there's another decision you can make. If you fall, and I don't know what soul is instructing you to do specifically. If you follow whatever the guidance is you're receiving from soul, I'm just serving as confirmation, right? If you're following whatever it is that your soul is telling you to do, if it's telling you to, I don't know, give me examples. If your soul is telling you to bake a cake, bake the fucking cake. If your soul is telling you to bake the cake but don't eat it, don't fucking eat it. Marlene, this is not the right time. As soon as I said that, I stuck my tongue into my cheek. And Marlene goes, yep, you know exactly what that means. Soul told you not to eat those cookies and you ate it anyways. What? I didn't deny it. I didn't deny it. I didn't say I didn't eat the cookies. I did. I did. They were good. They were paleo. They were good. If you listen to what soul is telling you, um, the sense is like you're gonna get through this period very easily, right? You're gonna have this thing of like, I mean, made it seem like it was gonna be so bad, and it's not even that bad. Yeah, because you listened. Not to me, but to soul. You listened. You made it happen. You pushed it along. That's why it's not so bad. If you don't listen, I'm not for doom and gloom, but I am for accuracy and transparency. What I do foresee is for quite a few of you, you'll lose everything. I'm not joking. You'll lose everything. All the opportunities that you feel are starting to manifest for you, all of these different avenues that are opening up for you right now, these ways in which you see so much abundance is about to happen for you. Kiss that goodbye. However much progress you've made, it's gone. You're going to be plunged right back into the bottom. That sucks. That sucks. Um, in order for you to do what soul is asking you to do, you're going to have this transformation. You're not wanting to transform. You need to become a different expression of yourself. Why? I mean, you told us we're good enough as we are, where we are. Okay, yeah. But here's the thing, you're going to a different place within your life. So although you're good enough as you are where you are right now for where you are right now, a different expression of you is being called forward for the next part of your life. I don't even know why you're fucking fighting me on this shit. Like, you do what you want to do. I don't know. Maybe some of us like to be thrown by soul. Oh, why am I laughing? That's fucked up. No, it's fucking funny to me. It literally is funny to me. This visual of you being suplexed by an angelic. Like, what the fuck? Are you wearing a luchador mask? Are you wearing the luchador underwear and knee-high pleather boots? Like, there's so many ways this can play out. That shit's hilarious. I'm thinking Nacho Libre style. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nacho Libre is one of my favorite movies. Nacho Libre. Send me a piece of that corn for later. Hey. Send me a piece of that corn for later. That's hilarious. That movie's hilarious. Yeah, I don't, it's up to you. I do whatever you want with this. But if you're not willing to transform, allow the process of change, you're not willing to have compassion for yourself, just, do your thing. Do your thing. Even if you have no gratitude for what your soul is trying to accomplish for you, like on your behalf, you're still gonna go down that sacred journey. If you gotta be suplexed down that path, then I guess. But I value my back health. I value the integrity of my spinal column. Ain't nobody suplexing me. I will not volunteer to be suplexed. Okay. I'm going to do what I'm told to do. Um, and I will deal with my emotions regarding complying. Once you get through this, there is a potentiality. A seed is being planted for something you can celebrate. But if you're not even going to water the seed, then I mean, I don't know what's going to grow. I mean, that's a bit odd to expect something to grow without cultivating it, right? You got to cultivate that. Card number 22, she feels, she knows. I think for some, you already know you're headed down a specific path that you don't want to go down, avoiding it, pretending like, um, like none of this is going to happen for you, like no, I'm going to make sure this doesn't happen without complying with my soul. Okay. Okay. I don't have any opinions about it. You've already been given the information and you have a sovereign duty to yourself to do with that information what is in your greatest interest. Um, and that's that. Literally, that's that. And there will be some people who will be like, well, tell me more to convince me. That's not how it works. I'm not here to convince you of anything. I'm here to tell you what the cards are presenting to me, and then I'm gonna go eat my tacos. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna go eat my tacos. It is what it is. It is your life. I respect that. I respect that. It is your life. I'm not going to sit here and try and convince you of anything. You receive whatever messages you want to receive, and you don't whatever you don't. And then you do with it whatever you do. And then that's that. That's that. I don't wish ugly experiences for you, but if you're hell bent on having ugly experiences, I mean, I don't know. I literally don't know what to say. I literally don't know. Card number 3, inspiration. I think for some, um, the knowledge of a potential sting and multiple stings at that, um, I think it's inspiring you to kind of allow some of your growth, right? Um, you know, bees don't always sting. They don't. Typically, bees will only sting if they feel like you are a threat to what they are doing or um, their safety, right? So I guess life will not sting you if you are not threatening to interfere with your own process. But if you are, then you're probably going to feel very stung. Do I have socks? I do. My feet are cold. Big, bold vision. So for those who might end up getting stung, you're not allowing yourself to have a big, bold vision of what this cycle you're entering into is. You got to see beyond just the inconvenience, just the frustration of things not playing out in the way you want it to, right? I mean, they don't always play out in the way we want it to, but it always plays out in the way that's for your greatest good. For your greatest good. Okay? Um oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. That needs to be reworded because that's very specific and that needs to be reworded. Give me a different way to explain that. Mm, okay. Whatever you fail to accomplish now, boundaries being adjusted and shifted so that it becomes more centered around you and your growth in order to protect your growth. Uh, it will give rise to situations further down the line where you will be placed in a very heartbreaking circumstance of like, it's almost like this sense of having to decide between the two things you love the most. It's either this or that. No matter what you decide, it's going to hurt a lot. It's either this or that. If you don't correct this, that's been like too heavy-handed in its effect on your life, then this that you've waited for, that you wanted so bad, you're going to have to choose between the two. So no matter what, you're going to lose something. I would comply with soul. It's an upside down spiral of manifestation that's being initiated right now for those who are not complying with soul. Um, I'm declaring something right now. I feel like this is an extension of yesterday's reading, right? It's like seeing how everything is kind of flowing through. Uh, I don't want this reading to continue past this live stream. We're not going to dive deeper into that. No. Nope. After the storm, this is going to be a prolonged thing for those who don't want to listen to their soul. You're deciding whether you're going to listen or not, if you're going to prolong it or make it fast and quick and be done with it, going beyond normal. So this is kind of like an acknowledgement of continuing the same types of decisions, the same line of thinking, and having that completely blow up in your face. I don't know who needs to hear that. That's a harsh reading. I don't like the energy of it. It gives like a sense of like desperation. Um, yeah, okay, this is a thing I will share. What I learned years ago is to never allow my loyalty to something, someone, to be the very thing that's used to punish me. Right? So there were times where I would remain loyal to certain friends. I considered them friends. They considered me a stepping stool to get to the next level of whatever they're trying to accomplish. And it was like my loyalty was so heavily exploited. It was my loyalty that kept me continuing to be accessible to the people who really they were not aligned with what I needed to do, with my integrity, with the path that I was on for my life, right? Um, all of those things always ended up with a situation blowing up in my face. Because no matter how hard I tried to hold on, no matter how hard I tried to prevent these different things that I would see happening, oh man, they were ugly. They were difficult. And I take accountability, full accountability for what I went through because I refused. Like, for example, there was this one situation, actually, multiple situations. Two situations come to mind specifically. One gal I had considered a friend. This was years ago. And my husband typically, the people that I chat with, he typically doesn't have an opinion. Um, he doesn't interfere with who I develop friendships with and whatnot. And for the first time, quite possibly ever in the history of us, this one person, when he would hear me chatting with them, like anytime he would hear their voice, he would be like, "You're fucking on the phone with that bitch again?" And I'd be like, "Stop. Don't fucking talk about them like that. That is so mean. Like, don't be like that." And he would be like, "Why do they always have you on the phone? Like, don't they have kids? Don't they gotta take care of shit? Don't they gotta work? Why are they so clingy with you all the time?" Like, you always got to make sure they're okay. Like, we got our own family. But I'm like, wow, why are you being like that? You know? Nah, there was something he picked up on. Something that I ignored because I had this like, "Oh my god, I feel so bad for you. You just have such a sob story. I feel so bad for you. You don't have anyone." Yeah, because 'cause you're a fucking conniving ass person is why. Yup. Yup. Yep. 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 I credit that person with starting the entire, like, 2.5-year cycle of extreme cyberbullying, interference with contracts, attempts, massive, massive evidence of slander, libel, all kind of fucked shit. I didn't even do anything to that person, literally. What I did was I went away. I said, I need some time. Um, I'm overwhelmed by social media. I'm gonna deactivate my account for a little bit. I don't want you to worry. And then they freak the fuck out. That's how that started. They freaked the fuck out. I was just like, whoa. Oh my God. I don't know what to do with this. Because they freaked the fuck out. I freaked the fuck out. And I was like, oh, full shutdown. Full shutdown. I don't respond well to people freaking out on me. Um, I tend to be like, whoa, no, nope, no, thank you, never again. I don't respond well to that. But I knew something was up because I was like, okay, wow, no, I'm good. And then I felt bad and I was like, you know what? Oh my gosh. Of course they would freak out. I'm their support system. I'm all they have. No, no, ho. Stop that ho shit. I wish I had someone say that to me. No, ho. Stop that ho shit. I didn't have someone to tell me that. And so maybe like a year later, I went back for more. And that's when I unfortunately had given them the opportunity to then begin the actual campaign. Yeah, they began the actual campaign. Yeah. I don't necessarily feel like like, oh my God, poor me. No, it's like, bitch, you knew. You knew, but you were like, no, don't be mean. Oh my God, they've been through things. That's why they're like that. They don't have anyone. That's why they're like that. No, I will never tell myself that again because you know what? That was the same exact thing that I would tell myself and my husband when the stalker, Swiss Satan, um, was like messaging and messaging and messaging at all fucking hours of the day, the most inappropriate shit. And I was like, we don't even open it. Just ignore it. Turn the notifications off. Give them a safe space to vent. I should have been like, you're fucking weird. Leave me the fuck alone. You're banned. I should have done that from the start. And see, once upon a time, I would allow my loyalty to people's pain, my loyalty to my identification as your healer, your savior, to keep me bound to you. Now, you know what? Your pain is yours. If I can assist and it's safe for me to do so, healthy for both of us, I will. Absolutely. Now, if it's not, I hope that you find people who are aligned with what you need and that you'll have the support that you need. If I can think of someone, I will definitely refer you. If I don't know anyone, maybe a Google search might help. No, I'm not going to be available. I'm not going to play these games. I'm not going to be like, oh my God. No, no, no. I've been through several cycles of this already. Hell the fuck no. Hell the fuck no. Hell the fuck no. Right? No, I'm sure you are a good person. You are just something that I've identified as very unhealthy for me. And so I'm going to have to just step back. It's it it it's not because you're being accused of being wicked. It's because this is very unhealthy for me. I recognize these patterns. No, I'm not going to participate in that. No. I do, however, hope the best for your circumstance and you find people who are aligned with you and your needs, and that you can find um, maybe some type of community, sense of community for whatever it is that you're going through. Maybe go to one of those private groups on Facebook or something. I don't know. But I ain't the one, baby boo. I ain't going to volunteer myself to experience that cycle with anyone else. I refuse. And if people are turned off by the raw honesty of what I'm saying, this is who I am. I'm still a good person. I still help people. I'm still excessively generous and excessively patient, having boundaries for myself and allowing people to hear the boundaries that I now adhere to. If you can't allow yourself to realize that, you know, your expectation of me is to play a role and martyr myself, uh, it's not a loss to me. I don't need people like that in my life anymore. Um, the presence of people like that in my life, it really, really makes it so difficult for me to not revert back into those same places of overextending myself, doing too much, and putting myself in harm's way. All because I think you want me to. There's nothing I'm willing to lose. To properly maintain the peace that I have finally created for myself. There's nothing. Nothing. Outside of my husband and my children and my core of like less than a handful of genuine friends, there's nothing there's nothing I'm unwilling to release back to its proper place so that my peace can remain untouched. I have no shame in saying this. None. I have no shame in my current stance. This is why my life has peace now. This is why. I used to wonder, like, how come I don't have any friends? This was a long time ago. How come I don't have any friends that would go to war for me? I would go to war for them. I realized that was the wrong question. The right question would be, how come I keep trying to surround myself with people who are still interested in war? I need to surround myself with people who are only interested in sustaining peace within their life and supporting me during rare times where I need assistance to regain the peace in my own. I realize having this goal of everyone liking me, everyone being my friend, not having any enemies. I still to this day have no enemies, but I guarantee you, if you ask the right people, they number me as the very top of their list of enemies. I don't give a fuck. You're not my enemy. I don't fight wars. I sustain my personal peace. I back away from circumstance, people, locations, environments that I already know are inviting me to leave my space of peace. That includes decisions that I'm making. That includes decisions to interfere in things that I was never asked by soul to interfere in, right? We just got to be clear with ourselves. The ways in which our decisions to remain loyal to things that are so toxic for us, that's the thing that keeps fucking us over. It's us. We keep doing that and then recruiting the very people who would love to participate in that. Not for me. Not for me. And I hope not for you, but I can only hope. I cannot dictate, I cannot control. So at the end of the day, I guess the real thing is, what are you going to decide for yourself? What is going to become your priority? And Marlene, she says, be careful of the people who, at the forefront and the back of your mind, you always have this thought of, but do you know how much they've done for me? Like, I can't just do that. Yes, I know they're toxic. Yes, I know that they influence me in a bad way, but they've done so much for me. Maybe that's why they did so much. To indebt you, keep you indebted to them. Maybe that's why. Maybe they're not as kind, loving, and supportive as you thought. Maybe they were prepaying for your life by way of kind deeds when you were at your most vulnerable. I've had this happen to me. I've had this happen to me. I had someone, when they found out that I was stranded in a parking lot, living in a broken RV with my family, unsolicited, they sent me, I think, $100 or $200. And I was so grateful, because I have a genuinely grateful heart. And I was so grateful. I was so grateful that I was willing to support them in whatever they needed to do, whatever they wanted to do, that push come to shove, I would publicly stand by their side, defend them. I was so grateful that not only did I pay back that money, I doubled it. That's why I can't remember if it was $100 or $200. Did they give me $100 and I gave them 200 while still being stuck in a parking lot? And you know how that turned out? Took but only a few months to realize I was being used. They bought me and my loyalty for $100. It took someone who really, really cared about me, like genuine friend. I had made a post and I was like very passionately defending this person because they inserted themselves into a situation they shouldn't have inserted themselves into, because they thought they had this like they had this like God complex where they thought they couldn't be touched by anyone because they had such a wide reach, a huge audience. And so they started shit with someone who has a huge audience. And it just so happened that someone they started shit with love conflict, love fucking drama. Oh, they thought they were going to build their audience with like, oh, poor me. Look, oh my God, someone's being mean to me. You guys help me, save me, protect me. I fell for it. I fell for it. And so I was making this public post like, we all need to show that blah, blah, blah is a good person. And then my homie was like, that's a grown ass man. He gets himself into shit. He needs to get himself out of that shit. He don't need you to come and be his savior every time posting about his character. If people are questioning his character, maybe there's shit to be questioning. It's not for you to convince people he's a good person. If they can't see he's a good person, then that's for him to show people, not you. And I was like, oh shit. You're so fucking right. Oh, wow. And as I became quiet, I was still present, but I wasn't as public and loud as I was. It didn't take long for me to become excommunicated, to be ejected from the community, and for everyone who I had bonded with while I was their lapdog, right? They were all forbidden from sharing my content. That if they were caught watching my live streams, because they would have people watch my live streams, yes, spy on me. Yeah, that those people would be in trouble. They would need to pick a side, right? This individual had quite a few people who would keep tabs very quietly on when I would live stream, because when I live stream, then they would launch a live stream and it would be a battle of the numbers. Who has the most views? I don't give a fuck, Santa Claus. I don't give a fuck, Santa Claus. I'm not paying attention to what you're doing. I'm not. And I didn't learn then. I didn't learn then that I was being used, that my loyalty had been bought for $100. I think it was $100. And they had the audacity to be like, we need to feature you on me because you're our biggest success story. What? What do you mean? Oh, you think you made me? Oh, I've had the mouth I had before I even knew you existed. I've thought the thoughts that I've thought even before I knew you existed. How the fuck you make me when all I'm doing is being myself? You didn't give me a platform. I already had that shit. You approached me to grow your reach. I'm not dumb. You saw my marketability. You saw how I endear people to me very quickly. That's why you approached me. You saw me as a social media asset. And I saw you as a friend. Because when I categorize someone as a friend, when I categorize you as family, well, I'll be a loyal ass motherfucker. I don't care what you do. I'll ride with you. I don't care. I will ride with you. Right or wrong, I got you. Now I'm like, well, the fuck you do? Why is all this shit happening? Oh, you started shit. You got to fix that. You start shit, you got to fix it. No, no, I'm not. I'm not going to be involved. What? You need me involved in shit you started? That's not how it works. Not anymore. I still love you. But if you're going to try and do that, I love you silently from afar. I'm good at silence. I'm very, very good at shutting the fuck up. And since I've taken that stance, God, my life is so peaceful. It's so peaceful. It's just so peaceful. I can't emphasize that enough. I no longer allow my loyalty to others to be the way, the channel, the avenue I use to betray myself. Seeing how it plays out. Either way, you're going to see how this plays out. I genuinely hope you get into the driver's seat and not just view your life from the passenger window in the back row. You have authority over the way you will experience this, whatever this is. You have authority over that. You get to decide if it's going to be something beautiful and empowering, or if it's going to be something very, very difficult, challenging, destructive, painful, and still empowering at the end after you've been stomped out by your own rebelliousness. That's up to you. At the end, it only serves one purpose: to empower you in whatever way you choose. So choose something compassionate for yourself. Choose learning and growth that is gentle for you. Now, I mean, for me, it's hard for me to learn in a gentle way. It's true. My lessons often have to be very harsh, um, very intense, very challenging. Um, but I'm over the last maybe 2 years, maybe even 3 years, I'm learning to be more present in the decision making and in really choosing the other ways that I could learn, ways that aren't so destructive. I'd say it's working. Slow progress, but it's working. I'm less likely to involve myself in things that I should not be involved in. I'm more open to hearing the cautionary words of the people that have proven they are worthy of the depth of trust and loyalty that I offer. And, when someone that I love and trust deeply tells me, like, girl, I like, okay, to what part? Which part am I cutting out? Which part am I like, abso-fucking-lutely not? Which part? Tell me, what did you see that I didn't see? Let your girl know. Sometimes I don't be seeing things. Let me know. That part, okay. Let me look at it from different angles. Oh, I don't know how the fuck I missed that. Thank you for pointing that out. Oh my God. I just dodged a major shit show. Okay, thank God. I'm getting back in my lane. I'm driving speed limit. I'm bright eyed, bushy tailed. I'm not sleepy and swerving. I'm paying attention now. Thank you for loving me in such an honest and raw way, loving me with courage, enough courage to be like, girl, you about to fuck up. Because I listen to the people I trust. I listen to them before I make a very important decision, or if there's something that I can't gain clarity on, I go to them. Hey, can I ask you something? Hey, can I share something? What do you guys think about this? Without telling them what my thoughts are. What do you think about this? And when their thoughts align with the gut feeling that I'm having, ooh, yes, I fucking knew it. Okay. Thank you for confirming. Now I'm going to solidify my decision. Thank you for confirming. Be powerful in your decision making. Make your life a powerful expression of your sovereignty, your sovereign authority over yourself. Okay? Don't fail yourself this time around. You've already done it how many times? The only thing that you ever managed to fail on, it's not the lessons in life. The only thing you always manage to fail on is failing yourself. not loving yourself enough, not loving yourself at the same depth that you're willing to love other people. You deserve that kind of love from you. You deserve that kind of loyalty from yourself. So I think you guys have heard enough of my preaching to you. Yeah. I hope you guys get through this period in the most gentle way possible. I hope. I really, truly do. It's not worst case scenario, but for some, it will be extremely painful because that's what you've chosen, right? So just do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I am live. I don't know that I will be live on TikTok today, but if you haven't already, go find me over there. I'm Emmy Evolving on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, what else? Twitch, and whole across all social media. Find me, Emmy Evolving. Follow me everywhere, especially on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And I will see you guys again very, very soon. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Bye, everyone.